what really motivated me to do what I want to do in life and not give a shit about what anybody thinks was just life in general. Things happening in life that are beyond your control, and you realize, holy crap, everything I thought I had figured out was bullshit.
Hey guys, welcome to Serious Laughs. This is episode 9. Have a little faith. The universe has your back.
How to cultivate faith in a time of uncertainty.
If you're living under a rock, my name is Molly. I'm a Taurus, and I live in the Woodlands, Texas.
And my name is Sheri. I'm a Pisces. I'm not fishy. And I live in a state of gratitude every other minute.
It changes. It fluctuates.
Yes.
All right. Well, my name's George Moreno. I'm a Cancer and try to be kind and live my life through gratitude like Sheri every day. I try to. I fall short, but what can you do, right? We're only human.
Hey, man, if you're trying your best, I think that's all we can do, really. I say that all the time in my cycle class. I'm always like, as long as you're trying your best, there's nothing else you can do. But y'all, this is George Moreno, and I've known George for almost 10 years. If I can't believe I'm actually saying those words coming in my mouth. George.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's nuts. He's an actor. He's a writer. He's a director. He's an animal lover, you guys. He's a boxer.
Yeah.
He's a super awesome friend. He's super driven. He's a partner at a production company called Figure 4 Entertainment. We're going to talk about his movie Tough Guy a little bit today and his experience in the entertainment industry and how that relates to our topic today about keeping the faith, having the gratitude. And so you and I met in 2015, George, when you were casting for this role in your film. I know. Yeah. And I haven't actually talked to you face to face since I left LA, which was in 2016.
Wow. It's been that long?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Time goes by quick. But I feel like we've always kept in touch on social media and everything. The one thing that I think is awesome about you is you make me laugh all the time. And I think that you find humor in the stupid of the world, if that's which makes me take a step back sometimes. Sometimes you're a post and you just post something really ridiculous. It makes me it takes me out of that space I'm in, whether I'm stressed out or whatever I'm thinking about, and just laugh. And I think we need more of that in the world. We need more laughter. So.
I love that. Well, I think that's kind of why Sheri and I started this podcast, because I think we all can get in that funk where we're just dealing with life, or we're adulting, all this shit's going on. And it's like, okay, can we just step back and laugh at it? Can we talk the running joke on set? The running joke on set between George and I, well, partly, maybe it wasn't, but was that Frito chips smell like dog's feet?
Right? Yes.
Yes.
And it does.
Delicious.
That's poetic and comical and accurate all at once.
How is that possible?
I can't remember. You remember the Fritos thing? So.
How do you forget that?
Yeah,
that is forever in my brain now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I always thought that the paws of the dog always smell like Fritos, and since Molly's a big dog lover as well, she could relate to that. I love that. Yeah, that was interesting that you remember that.
I know. Anytime I need a fix, I just go to the dogs. Save the calories. Just smell your dog's feet.
Exactly. So is that what you do when you're you need that sensory overload? You just want the Frito smell.
I need to top it off with something salty. I'll just smell the fucking feet. And come here, guys.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, it's better for your health, right? And then it releases that oxytocin and I was going to say oxycontin.
Yeah, you were about to say that.
Yeah, I was about to say like when we're in labor.
Yeah. No, oxycontin is like that opiate.
That's the bad stuff.
Yeah, it's the bad stuff. It's the opiate that people got hooked on. So I'd rather be hooked on the smell of dog's feet than smell of
what if the dog's feet? I'm gonna circle it back here. What if the dog's feet were a conduit to having oxytocin through the power of our faith in the smell? Right.
I love that.
I believe you can have your own olfactory OnlyFans page.
Oh my God!
Watch you inhaling.
Yeah, that. I mean, they sell farts in jars on OnlyFans, don't they? Like I heard people making 100. I'd rather smell a dog's feet. If
I know, man. Okay, well, I could go on a tangent
on the internet. So
they do. I could talk about farts in a jar. My dad came up with that idea when he was like 5 years old. So 1950. Let's take it back. He would do it to his sister. Anyways, so we're talking about having a little faith. She should have.
I'm calling Shark Tank now.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, call him.
He would have been able to get all those residuals right now from all the people doing it.
100%.
All over the, right? Yeah, your dad is awesome, by the way. I love your dad.
Yeah, that's right. Person. You've met my dad. Oh, Larry, shouting out to Larry, dealing with dementia right now. But,
oh, he is. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, family too, and I know how that could be. It's tough.
It is tough. So so now that we're kind of in this space where it's a little uncomfortable, it's a little sad. Let's talk about faith. Sheri's got a great question that she's going to kick us off with. And George, we want to get your take on this. Hit it, Sheri.
I'm going to hit it. Here's the thing. I want to also make a precursor comment here about faith, because I think people hear that word and for some it could be a trigger, especially in the world we're living in now, where there's a lot of blame and people like to put people in buckets. So faith is not necessarily religion, although it can be. But we're just leaving this open, this idea of faith. And it's for you to fill it in, George, for us, how you interpret it. There's no judgment. This is just an open conversation about faith. So we're living in a time of great uncertainty. And some would argue, well, that's always been the way it's been. Faith gets us through it. What role does faith play in your life, George?
It has been a huge factor in my life as of recently. I think I've always leaned into faith. I think that we all practice faith in our own way. Some people are very spiritual, some people are religious, but I think that faith is a barometer that gauges how we're doing in the world. I think that it's definitely something that gives us our moral compass. Also, I feel like through my journey of self-discovery and understanding myself a little bit, faith is surrender, and it's peace of mind, and that's very hard to do. And giving yourself grace. So I would say it's those three factors for me that really, I try to live by every day, and I try to make them a part of my life, and also gratitude. As well, but the gratitude is a big one too, because I think that we get so focused on the external world and not our internal world, right? So we're focused on, do I have the nicest car? Especially now with social media and everything going on. I mean, let's talk. We're all around the same. We're all the same generation, right? We used to not care what people think, right? So I feel so bad for the younger generation because they get their self-worth through validation in social media. So I think that however you do practice faith, regardless of whether you're spiritual, whether you're one with the universe, and I think I watched one of your podcasts or listened to it on Spotify. Someone, they had paganism on it, right? Where they're one with the earth or whatever. However you need to get by, I think it helps you get by, and it gives you your moral compass of how you want to navigate through the world. So, that's, I think that faith, it boils down to surrender. And I think it comes down to trusting the universe and not trying to, I think in your article that I read, it was, you don't want to micro or manipulate the world. You just want it because it goes against the current. I'm paraphrasing. You wrote it a lot more eloquently, but I think that that's so true. And I think that whether you're a Buddhist, you're Catholic, you're Christian, Jewish, or whatever, I think the same principle applies, right? It's just you want to go with. I mean, in the Catholic faith, I'm practicing Catholic, but I go by the standards of living that I feel that's going to be beneficial to my life. So I wouldn't say that I'm like, I follow everything in the Bible to the T. I'm not a Bible thumper that's going to be knocking at your door and telling you to go find Jesus. But I do like the practices of what Jesus taught, forgiveness, turn the other cheek, love your neighbor. And I think those things are, the very important in your life. If you take little nuggets, like I take nuggets of other things and other religions too, that benefit me. So I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way to practice faith. I think that it's everybody has their own journey, and they're going to practice it. What gives them serenity and peace of mind, and like I said before, surrender. I think that's the big one, is just surrendering to the universe, to your God, to whatever you believe in, and trusting that if you put the work in and that you live your best life and you're a good person, it's going to all work out at the end.
Yes. You brought up a couple of good points, and I was taking notes. The whole idea of like the moral compass.
Yeah.
Sheri, do you have anything you want to add on to that? I like that word. I like that visualization of a moral compass.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a visual, and correct me if I'm wrong, George.
Sure.
When you talk about the moral compass, and again, I love what you said, it's different for everyone, but I'm picturing the inner compass going outward. And so it's this give and take with the universe that creates faith. It's
Absolutely.
This synergy. It's you need to go within, but you also have to allow the details of how to happen by surrendering. Because we tend to, like you said it so well, you said you want to have control, it's knowing I'm going to put my best foot forward. I'm going to take action, but then I'm also going to let the chips fall. Yes. And you do that through the conduit of the inner compass that extends outward.
Absolutely. I think that, I think you absorbed everything that I said. But yeah, I definitely think that our exterior world is what makes us, right? Like all the experiences and everything we go through on a day-to-day basis, right? But it's not really who we truly are. I think that who we truly are is at the core of us is what we were when we were innocent and we were kids, right? Like when we were just, dogs. That's why they're the most beloved companion for humans, is because they're selfless. They live in the moment. They don't hold on to, regret, resentment. They don't carry that. They might get into a little scuffle or whatever, and then afterwards they're licking each other and having a good time or whatever. That's why I think that we are to our core. And I think that the external world is what shapes us into having these negative thoughts about ourselves, and we beat ourselves down. And I think I didn't know any of this. I didn't do a lot of self-discovery. When we're younger, we think we're invincible, right? And our ego's inflated, and we put value on things that really don't matter. But I think that as we get older, I think we realize what really truly matters in our world, and that's not the car that we drive. It's the relationships that we nurture. It's not that I have the latest iPhone or anything materialistic. It's just having peace of mind. Like, I mean, I'll take a peaceful day any day than a day that's stressful, that I'm getting flying somewhere and sitting in an airport, and even though the destination is going to be good, I always try to strive for that serenity and peace of mind. I think that that's priceless. And as we get older, I think that the other thing that's priceless is our time. I stopped wasting my time with people because you have to value is that your dog?
Oh yeah. Sorry, that happens every time.
Yeah, no worries. I think was it who was it? Which one of your dogs?
This is that was Pico, one of the pugs.
It's Pico's a boy.
Yep, little pug.
Yeah, he was agreeing with me. That's why
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. I was real. The energy, he was feeling the vibe. So. But yeah, I think that we value time is the most important thing. That's our most precious commodity, and I think that
100%.
How we spend our time and how we choose to give our time to people is more precious than gold to me. You know, I rather, because you don't know, like, there's a lot of things that happen in our lives, and you know, we're finite creatures, right? We're not infinite, so we only have a little bit of time here in this world to do what we want to do. When you're younger, you waste a lot of time and you do things you don't want to do. You go out with people you don't want to go out with. You hang out with friends you really don't like. You call them friends. They're really not friends. They're just people that are in your group. And I think the older you get, that circle shrinks through osmosis, right? Like I think it's just, we grow as people, and then they end up being eliminated out of your life because you realize that they're not worth your time. Not that I'm being selfish or, you know, a dick, but I value my time and I rather spend it with people that are going to inspire me, people that are in my corner, that are going to be rooting for me, and people that I like spending time with that are going to, you know, make me laugh and make me value the time I spend with them, right? So.
And to add, sorry, go.
No, you go. You go.
I'm not shutting up today.
Yeah. No, please don't shut up.
Go ahead, Sheri.
Please don't shut up. Go.
And to add to that, there's faith in your decision to accept that the people who might think you're a dick or might think you're selfish don't matter, because you know in your inner compass what you're doing matters. You know that you're on your journey. You're not telling other people what to do. And I think if for anyone who's listening, you know, when you check in with yourself, that is where the alchemy of faith percolates. Checking in with yourself, what you are naturally doing. Okay, how do the optics? We talk so much. Oh, well, the optics on that were blah, blah, blah. Like, who?
Yeah.
I don't care what the optics are. I know I did the best I could. And if it looks bad, and if I did something wrong, I have faith that I can own up to it and get through that pain and say, yeah, I messed up. I was wrong. And this is hard to admit. Yeah. And I think we're seeing in our world, especially, you know, by the time this airs, it'll be after the election. Who knows what happens? Yeah. But I think the world is so hungry now for authenticity, which is the base, the seed of faith. This idea, like, I'm going to strip off the ego. This is a matrix, this place. This is an illusion. What's real doesn't change. And our soul is on this journey and the soul doesn't change. And it's so easy to get sucked into the vortex of the illusion, you know, to think this is really it. And I think we all are hungry for a candidate to say, yeah, I messed up. That was wrong. Yeah. And I'm sorry.
Amen.
I'm sorry. And I hope you'll give me another chance, but I'm going to leave it up to you. This is me.
Yeah.
But nobody, instead we're seeing a lot of the ego pivoting and faith gets pushed away, when I think if we allow the fear to teach us instead of consume us, faith will come up.
I like that. I like that. I'm write that one
stated.
Yeah. That was nice.
I am so glad I'm medicated today.
Stop. you touched on a couple of things, George, that I like, and because when I first got this article right here with the poem, and then just how to cultivate faith in a time of uncertainty, I circled faith and I wrote children. And today, this morning, I went and because George, you mentioned, you know, at one time.
You
many
flipped
accents there.
I know, what the hell was that? Like, at your core, you are that little boy. We are those little girls that were fun and free, and it was play. And I love that visualization. And the first word I thought is children. If there's anything that restores my faith in humanity, is looking at kids. And I went and read books to first graders today in my kids' class. Right. And I was like, I'm going to go in there.
Awesome.
I'm going to just read with voices and be silly and fun. And it was like the most delightful, refreshing thing. The one kid was like, I don't like that book. And I was like, I like you for saying that, because he's just like straight up, I don't like that book. And this girl just raises her hand. And you're like, yeah, did you want to say something about the book? And she's like, no, I want to be a ballerina. And it's just like all these honest comments, and it was just their eyes, and it was like the perfect day to go in there knowing we were going to come and talk about this. Because I agree with you. I dogs 100% too. And children just are so pure. Now, you work in the entertainment business, and that is a straight freaking crazy world. So how does faith come into play? Or how has it come into play with your journey in the entertainment industry?
Well, I think that before I didn't lean into faith as much. I think I was a little bit more control freak, and I was more ego driven. I think all of us that get into the entertainment industry, there's something that we're trying to do, right? Whether it's like something that happened. I think artists in general, I think that it stems from, from pain, from something that you might have experienced when you were young in school. Maybe you were bullied, whatever. And I think that you draw from that pain and you try to create. And I think that that's the slippery slope, though, is because when you are trying to get validation, and you're trying to please everybody like me, I think that then you compromise your art. I think that now faith that I've surrendered to whatever happens. I'm doing this. I'm not, I've been doing this since, God, I don't want to age myself, but almost 20 years, right? So, or 20 years, took my first acting class when I was 20 years old. I'm 44, so it's that 24 years. So, now I approach it as art and how I want to express that art, and art's subjective. So we have to, surrender to the fact that everyone's going to have an opinion. There's going to be trolls on the internet that aren't going to like what you do. But as long as you do what your art is, and you express your art to the world, I think that I found in my faith that I could surrender and to the universe, do the best I can in whatever project I'm working on, and put my best foot forward. And I learned through the Making a Tough Guy, we can get into that later, but I learned it's never going to be perfect like how you want it. And you have to make compromises. You have to do things to get that art out. But if the message of what you're telling, the story you're telling, you're satisfied with that, you can't, I wish I had more money to make this, or I wish I had, any external factors that you didn't have. So whatever cards you're dealt, play the hand the best you can, and be content with what you make. So I think that I learned that later, that I stopped caring what people think, and I'm trying to be like we talked about earlier. And I think Sheri brought up a good point, that you want to be authentic. That's not something authentic and genuine is not something you can teach somebody. So I think that as long as you're your authentic self, and that, because a lot of people will write movies, do television show, or come to Los Angeles to try to be actors because they want the red carpet, they want the fame, and that's not what, if you want to be a great artist, that's not what the end goal should be. And it should, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter, because you're still putting your art out there, and there's going to be a group of people that are going to love what you're doing, and those are the people you really should be focusing on, not the people that are trolling or comparing yourself to somebody else. So I think that that's one of the key takeaways as I got older. It's like, well, I've been doing this. Obviously I love doing this. Obviously I love telling stories. So this is something that I want to continue doing until I die. I want to be like a Clint Eastwood and be able to, be 90 something years old and wake up and have a purpose. There's a lot of people in this world that don't have a purpose, and that are just in the washing machine of life, and it's rinse and repeat every day, in life. Right. And they don't have they look forward to the weekend. I want to be the type of person that looks forward to my Monday, I want to be able to start I want to start the week off. I want to start the week off and I can't wait to jump into my passion and my purpose. So, but you can't do that with the outside chatter. You can't do that with, people, comparing yourself to somebody else, or wishing you were somewhere else in life. So just focus in the moment and do the best you can with what you're doing, and then express yourself through your art or whatever you're going to do. Whatever your purpose is, express yourself daily and do the best you can so you can grow in your creativity or your art if you are in the entertainment industry, instead of focusing on, I wish I would have gotten that audition, or I didn't land this audition for this network show or for this feature film, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't yours. Like I heard before, it wasn't yours to begin with. They cast the role, right? So it's like, we have no, being on the other side of it and being, a director and casting people, you really are trying to do the best for the story. The script is your Bible, right? So you're trying to fit those you put those puzzle pieces together and play and try to, put this puzzle together to tell the story. And there could be really brilliant actors that just don't fit the part, or the character description. And it's not because they weren't amazing or brilliant. It's because they just, this is the story that's being told. And to do the script justice and the story justice, you have to cast the people that you have in mind. And sometimes it doesn't work. Like we watch movies that everyone thinks it's going to be the next, Godfather. And it's, and it's a terrible movie because it was miscasted because they casted someone's friend, or they casted this person. And it's not. So I respect the hell out of people like Scorsese, Tarantino, who stick to their vision and they tell their story, even if it takes years for that movie to be made. Like The Irishman, he had that script for years, and it was never made until he made it the way he wanted to make it, and without compromise. Like I said before, it's subjective whether you love the movie or you hated the movie. He did it the way he wanted to do it, and I respect that.
I love it.
You make a great point about, and there's a quote, and I'm going to massacre it. It's Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
If you judge a fish by its ability to walk instead of swim, you'll think the fish is incompetent. But the fish is meant to swim, right?
Yeah.
And that's its genius. And we all have genius. So get rid of the ego, because you're talented. Whatever the profession is, you're a gift. Every soul is a gift. But it's about putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And the magic happens when you retain that vision, regardless of the loud noise of the egos. And the real magic happens when all the people on that production are without the ego, because they're so focused on creating the best together. And that includes the crafts table, the marketing department, the costumes. No part is small. Every part is magic.
100%.
There's your faith manifested.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's 100% true. I think that's when the best productions and the best people to work with, the best directors, are egoless, and they're serving a greater purpose, in which would be the telling the story. And when everybody's on board and everybody wants to tell that story, I think that's when movie magic happens. That's when people see it and it resonates with people. I think that some of the best movies, like my favorite movie might be different than your favorite movie, but it's relatability. Like we all have to relate to the character and be able to say, oh yeah, I could relate to him because I had a similar journey, or I've had an internal struggle. That's what really makes people love movies, is being relatable, right? Like there's, if I watch something and it's unrelatable or whatever, you're going to lose interest pretty quick, right? So
Tom Hanks literally. I was gonna say, I was watching an interview with him yesterday because he has a new movie coming out. Yeah. And I forget what the question was, but basically his answer was like, I want people to see themselves up on the screen. I want people to go in and feel like they can relate to that experience and then this experience. So that's my job. And you mentioned something that I forget what episode it was, Sheri. We were just talking about You were mentioning, George, the journey that you're on, and it's not about the outcome. It's like enjoying the journey, and there's no end, because like you said, a lot of people come and say, I just want to be famous. I want to get on this show. And it's like, that's great to I think it's great to have goals in mind, but you can't base your happiness on those outcomes and those goals. If you're just enjoying the journey and you're putting your best foot forward and you're taking those steps, like you're not inactive, right? We're not saying, okay, I'm putting my faith that this is going to happen. I'm not fucking doing anything. You're taking those steps. Like that's a different thing.
There are people like that though too. That
I believe it.
They could wish their destiny, right? You can't wish your destiny. Right. You got to put in the work. So
you got to.
It's a synergy of everything that brings you to the end result, right? So.
Yep.
It's a balance beam. Yeah. Was there a moment, a specific moment, going back to who you were in childhood or in your early 20s specifically, where you started acting, but you held on to that ego that we all do to a great extent until I know you don't like this phrase, Molly, until we wake up. And where you realize, wait a second, that's not working. Let me see if I try a different way to approach this acting thing or directing thing, or, was there one like epiphany you had, or was it multiple? Like, what was that?
I love that question.
Yes. That's a good question.
I put you on the spot.
I want to say it was different lessons that I learned throughout the process of making films and acting and auditioning or whatever. But I think that motivated me to do what I want to do in life and not give a shit about what anybody thinks was life, just life in general. Things happening in life that are beyond your control, and you realize, holy crap, everything I thought I had figured out it was bullshit. Controlling everything, I can't control. You always want things to stay the same, right? And then something happens where a death happens, and it makes you reevaluate what your own life. And I think that life lessons that have happened throughout the losing somebody that you really care about, friends passing away tragically, things like that happens, and it really shakes you to your core, and you're like, holy crap, like what am I doing? Like, why am I worried about this? Like, what's going to make me happy? Like, because living this life and not being happy or content, you're doing a disservice to yourself, because if you're living that way and trying to please everybody else, and you're not really making yourself happy and finding what makes you happy, it's basically, I know Molly doesn't like the term waking up, but it's like you're walking dead through the world. You're like a zombie, and I don't want to be that person. I want to feel alive every single day, and I want to be able to look in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm doing my best, and I'm happy where I am right now. Steve Jobs actually had a quote, right? He said that, and it ties into what I was talking about that earlier, losing somebody. Steve Jobs, I'm going to butcher the quote as well, but it was something along the lines, I'm going to paraphrase it. But he said that something about death is a great, what was it? It was something about death. He said death was the greatest life teacher, right? Because knowing that you're going to die and eventually your time is going to expire on this earth is the best teacher to live. So he would ask himself every day, like, this is how he lived his life. This is why I love Steve Jobs, because there was a lot of things that he did. Not only was he an innovator, he was just, I believe he's he's a genius, but the way he lived his life is something that I think a lot of people should model. He would wake up in the morning and he'd ask himself, if today was my last day on this earth, would I want to do what I'm doing today? And if the answer is no, too many days in a row, then you have to make a change in your life. So that's I
love that.
That's the paraphrase of this thing that I've read. I've read a lot of stuff about Steve Jobs, but that's one that stuck out to me the most, which was like, wow, like, yeah, we are going to die, and this is a life's best. Like, we could try to cheat it as much as we can or try to ignore it, but knowing that we're finite and that we're only going to be here for a limited time, you know, like that's like a huge wake up call. So you're not walking dead.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah, for sure.
You know,
it's a hard and it's a hard thought to it's hard to think about that too.
Yeah.
It's a little, it can be a little depressing if you sit on it for too long. I was putting Henrik, my 6-year-old, to bed the other day, and he was upset for some reason or the other. And he kind of started crying a little bit. And he said, "Mommy, I don't want you to pass away." And I was like,
"Oh my God."
I know. I was like, "Oh, buddy."
Yeah.
I said, I won't for a while. Like I didn't, you know, it's going to happen. I'm not going to be like, it's never going to happen.
What do you say in that situation? Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah. I was like, don't worry about that. That's for a long time. That's for a long time. But that his little voice has been going through my head for like the last 3 days. And I thought about kind of what you said about Steve Jobs, George. Is like, today I was like, all right, I gotta get my workout in. Then I go to go read to the school, to the kids, to the school, to his little class. And then I'm going to go do a podcast that Sheri and I were just like, we're just going to fucking make a podcast. And like, that's great. Like, I was like, that's a good day.
Great day. That's a great day.
It's a great day. Oh, and I got to edit the podcast. Oh, big deal. I'm doing what I want, you know? So I love,
and you're focusing within, Molly. You're focusing on the joy that you get from seeing these kids say, "I want to be a ballerina." I don't like that book. You focused on the authenticity of just being present. That's a rich day. If that had been the only thing you did today, that's a rich day.
I agree. And let's talk about that too, for people who feel like your whole day has to be like that in order to feel like it's a good day. That could be the thing. You're like, that was a good day. Now I'm ready to rock and roll and just do whatever we have planned for. It doesn't have to be boom, 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 boom. All these huge moments in your day. I feel like too. I think that's another fault we have, you know?
We do the black and white Oreo cookie thinking. It has to be everything. And we live in this branding echo chamber. Like, how did I make 6 figures doing blah, blah, blah? And so you're constantly on this treadmill going, I'll be happy when my faith will come when I see it. And it's like, you have it right now. You have a 6-year-old who feels safe enough to ask the most vulnerable and scary of questions. And you gave him the gift of saying, it's all okay.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you could do for him. What a gift of that was a moment of faith.
Yeah.
Faith isn't, I know. Faith is, I'm scared, but I know this is right.
That's really good, Sheri. I like that.
I really need to stay on my medication.
Now.
You're turning into Socrates here.
I become very wide the longer I remain unemployed. And you know, okay, so for anyone listening who is going through, like if you're thinking, well, okay, they have it all because they're doing what they love. Okay. There's stuff. Molly and I are in the trenches with you. George is in the trenches with you. I have been out of work since August, and I just keep putting myself one step forward. You know, every day. I went to Alexa's car dealership yesterday and said, "Hey, look at me. I'm ready to sell some cars. I love your cars, and I'm good at sales." And they said, "You need to apply through corporate." And I said, "Yeah, I did that 3 months ago, but now I'm here." My point is,
it's so crazy because everything is now, everything's now is through the internet, and I feel like I thrive better when I'm not to cut you off, but when I'm in person, right? Just like you got to charm, you got to show them your charm. You can't do that digitally. That's and that's
They look at right when you graduated. Wah, wah. If you didn't
I love that you went in there. That's fucking balls. That's a ball move right there.
I've got big balls, and they're perky. They're perky balls.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They're ready to go. We are serious laughs, George. We're serious laughs.
Balls on Botox. Did I hear that correct?
Balls on Botox.
You joined us.
I think he said that.
Balls on Botox.
She said they were perky, right?
They were perky. Well, balls on Botox.
Balls on Botox.
No Botox. Balls on faith.
Yeah,
they rise up.
They rise up.
Faith.
I like that. Yeah.
Faith-filled balls. Okay.
I'm gonna bring us back to reality. Hey, I'm gonna put up this quote. Is that cool, Sheri?
Definitely.
So this is the quote. We're putting George on the spot here. We want to see how he feels about this quote. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but it says, this is from Mitch Albom. Faith is about doing. You are how you act, not just how you believe. Mm-hmm. Faith is about doing. So it's active. Faith is active.
Yeah, I definitely agree with this. Faith is active because you have to actively participate in faith, right? Like you can't consciously not think about faith to have faith. So I think it has to live in your conscious mind for it to be faith. Because if not, then you're not really practicing it. So whether whether it's religion, spirituality, or one with the universe or whatever, and hugging trees, you have to actively practice faith in order to, obtain whatever faith beliefs. But I think the core value of faith is, like I said earlier, it was serenity, peace of mind, and surrender.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that's beautiful.
Yeah,
I like that. Not just acting on it. You are how you act. Mm-hmm. You are how you act, not just how you believe. Yeah. And so putting money. Sorry, what's that phrase? Putting money where your mouth is. Yeah. Like walking the walk, not just talking the talk, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe that.
Sheri, you were going to say something.
And it's okay to be scared shitless. Like I was scared shitless going into the Lexus dealer. And maybe when Steve Jobs said that quote, maybe he was going through cancer at that point, or maybe he wasn't. But maybe there were days he was scared. Mm-hmm. But he kept getting up. And he kept asking that question. And that's why you're attracted to him. Posthumously, we're all attracted to Steve Jobs because he is a physical manifestation of faith in action. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
I love it.
And I do think he was scared because he's human. I think that when we put these idols on a pedestal, we forget that they are human and they go through every single emotion that a human being goes through. Sadness, self-doubt, fear, not being good enough, the imposter syndrome, like thinking that you're not meant to be doing what you're doing. You feel like you're an imposter. But like a lot of these people that are revered go through the same things that every human goes through. Yeah. And that's, sometimes it's on a bigger spotlight, that they have to evaluate their life because it's not just them and their inner circle or people that are around them that are affecting. It's affecting, the mass at large, right? Like the people. So it's a lot of pressure. So I'm sure he did feel a lot of that fear. Maybe he, like you were saying, he might have just gotten the cancer diagnosis and made him evaluate life differently. So.
And that's a great point you make because faith, we tend to think faith is blind or faith is without risk or faith is without fear. And I think nothing could be further from the truth. Faith means I'm scared shitless, but I'm still going to take a dive because I trust.
That's good. I mean, is that kind of how you felt, George, with Tough Guy? I do want to touch on Tough Guy a little bit.
Yeah,
sure.
But because I know this is based on a true story.
Yeah.
So is that kind of where faith in this production came in, or was it really motivated by the story?
No, it was. It was the story wasn't. It was based on, or it was dedicated to my uncle. I basically made the movie. With the elements of the types of movies that he used to like to watch. I mean, he was, I guess we use the term loosely based, right? Because he didn't make money from fighting bare knuckle. He would just beat the hell out of people, like in street fights, right? Like he was a tough guy. So I think that the title was who he was, and in life, he was just anybody would mention him, they would say, Billy Moreno. They would say, "Oh, he's a tough guy, somebody you don't want to mess with," right? And I think that I wanted to make a movie that he would want to watch, and I did lose him to cancer, unfortunately, and spent the last month of his life with him, and that's where I think that might have been one of the the epiphanies when you lose somebody that's so close to you, and you're like, well, what the hell am I doing? Like, I don't know if he would have passed, because we were trying to do something else. Like, we were trying to do what the market wanted prior to making Tough Guy. We were doing an R-rated movie. We got funding in an escrow. Funding fell apart. You know how finicky independent films are with outside investors, right? So you just don't really know. So we were trying to do something that was the market wanted. Back then, it was like, The Hangover and comedies like that were really popular. Obviously, R-rated comedies aren't doing as well in the market now. But back then, they were like the thing that everybody was going to the theater to watch before streaming and everything, right? Took over. So I was doing what I thought the market wanted me to do. And Tough Guy, I know it was an independent film, and it was the budget wasn't where we wanted it to be. I wish I could have made it. I had $1 million and I could have made it to be like a Rocky, and I had a big production, but it had a lot of heart, and all the actors gave, their all, in the film, and I think it showed. And I took the plunge to make the movie because I said, somebody that I was very close to, I had just lost, and he actually passed in my arms. I was the last person to talk to him. I was talking to him in his ears, and he passed in my arms. And it was just, that shook me to the core. And I just was like, that was one of the things that made me realize, like, you know what, I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to make this movie. It's going to be, we're going to make it on a shoestring budget, but we're going to do the best that we can. And I'm going to tell the story that I want to tell, to honor my uncle. And yeah, it was dedicated to him. And that was something that I don't know if I would have taken that plunge or risk doing it at that level. And when I was making the movie, I was like, am I doing this right? Like, there was so much, like, because we had a skeleton crew and we're making this movie, and we're doing, there was guerrilla shooting, and then we're shooting like in friends' houses, and we were trying to make the best that we could do, right? But it was my first movie, so I didn't want to screw it up, and I wanted to be able to get it into, get it seen by people, right? So you have all that going in, and I'm also, the lead in the film. It was just a lot. I remember just like when I was making the movie, it was like, okay, like you're looking at the shot list, you're looking at the shoot date for tomorrow, but then you still got to memorize your lines, and look over your lines and do all that. I like literally got no sleep, but you know what? After I made it and I finished and I got to the finish line, I was like super happy. I was like, oh, finally, I completed a movie. And then life comes and throws, curveballs at you, and we have to do pickup shots. And I remember calling Molly, and telling her we have to do pickup shots. We have to do other stuff that we missed in production because we were my directing partner and writing partner and was on no sleep as well. So there's things that you miss or whatever. We were even doing ADR years later, to get that film made. But right. I didn't want to give up on it because I knew there was, that we could get it to a point to where it could be seen and, people would want, it would be distributed because I knew what we had to do. But the problem was that COVID ended up happening. We had all these curveballs that prevented us from being able to do it and release it. But at the end of the day, it was a learning experience. And I learned a lot of what, experiences and pitfalls that I'm not going to make into my next film because I feel like when I'm going through it, I felt like it was like hell, right? Like you're going through it and you're like, now this,
yeah.
We send it to QC and they want, okay, the ADR we need you guys to ADR this, right? Then we're like, okay, cool, we'll do that. And then it was something else. And then it was something else and something else. And it was just problem solving the whole entire time to try to get this made. And talking to other independent filmmakers, they had the similar experience that, you're going to have to, when you think it's done, you're going to have 10 other things you're going to have to do to get it completed. the difference between people that just give up and are like, I don't have it. It's just it's the fortitude and the passion to move forward because you believe in the project. Had I made a movie I didn't believe in or wasn't so personal to me, I wouldn't have held on to that bone like a pit bull and tried to finish it. You know, because it's so difficult to make a movie and to get it distributed. You know, so
that's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
If anybody listening has, you know, is in this area and knows getting a movie made is just so hard. So I commend you for doing that and getting it done and doing the things. And it was, you know, it was several years later that it came out. But dude, you can find Tough Guy on Amazon Prime, Tubi, and Fubo TV now. I mean, that's
and it's on Roku as well. Like if you type it into the search thing, it's on a bunch of channels on Roku as well.
See,
so just wanted to add that
and so that's full circle, and you kept the faith the whole time. So that's why I really love that you were on this subject today. Do we want to put up this last quote, Sheri?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just real quick. It
kind of puts a bow on everything.
Okay, we'll tie it all together. This is Sheri's, by the way. Sheri, the Miss Author over here.
Yeah, Sheri Jacobs.
Who's that?
Right. Who's Sheri? Go for it,
And this
Sheri.
goes back to what you said, George, so beautifully, and I commend you as well. Please check out the movie. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Faith is not an easy ask, as George can attest to. Faith is not an easy ask. It's much easier in the short term to take the reins of chaos and try to fix it. And yet, here you are, an adult who was once a teen, a kid, a toddler, an infant, an embryo in your mom's womb. So many transformations of that without you doing any of it. So if that can happen, think about what George did. Think about what Molly and I are doing with this podcast. Have faith in something bigger than yourself, because you're not doing anything to look different now than you did 10 years ago, or, you know, to do anything. Your hair grows, your nails grow, the sun comes up, the sun comes down.
Your wrinkles grow.
Your wrinkles grow. Your balls drop.
Your balls
Unless you have lots of faith.
Yeah.
No, I dig that so much. I mean, just all of this stuff is happening. It's just happening whether or not, you know, we want it. And I like this idea of taking the reins. It's much easier in the short term to take the reins of chaos and just try to fix it. You're just going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. Just do the things. George had all these problems during the production. He had faith that it was going to work out, and it did. And you can find it on many, well, I held up 4, but many different platforms. And that's just a freaking testament to your faith, your determination, your chutzpah, just all of it, you know, and then to tell the cojones, all the things. I love this.
So
you went in the ring. You went in the ring.
Yes,
absolutely. So that's a beautiful quote, but I think that it made me think of something I had watched on I think it was on Good Morning America. There was an author by the name of Sheri Mandel. She's a New York psychologist and author of the book Little Earthquakes. And she put this video up for her family. It was a goodbye, right? So she puts this video because she gets diagnosed of cancer. She was only 42 years old, right? So she puts this video on social media saying goodbye to her family. It was so beautiful, like total tearjerker. Like I highly recommend you guys watch it because it really puts things into perspective. So she's an author, and she quoted this, which I think is beautiful. We are creatures that crave certainty, but life, it turns out, is the study of uncertainty. So when I read that, I was like, I put a lot of things into my brain. That's like, it's true. Like, we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So
the only thing certain is uncertainty.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's funny you say that, because I swear to God, I heard somebody say something similar to that recently. The only certain thing is uncertainty. That's the only,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have to. This is going to give you the chills, guys. I heard it too. Yeah. I think it was yesterday. Somebody said it. The only thing certain is change.
I heard it. Yeah, this morning.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
YouTube, and I saw this video, and I was like, "Oh, I got to go into this podcast." Watching it this morning, it was on Good Morning America's YouTube channel, and I'm like, and I clicked on it, and then this video popped up, and I jotted down the note, and then I looked it up on Google, and I was like, yeah, her quote, I ended up jotting it down in my notes, and I was like, I definitely want to bring this up if organically in the podcast, if it gets brought up, and it happened to be the last quote, it ties into Sheri's last quote, which is really
ties into everything. And we all just had the experience of hearing that like in the last couple of days. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But amazing.
But it's beautiful. It's right back to, if you took a moment to think about like our nails grow on their own, like going back to that. Yeah. Like we're like, yeah, I need a haircut. Like, but it's like, do you not get how fucking awesome that is? We don't have to plug ourselves in. We don't, run out of batteries.
Yeah, we're not AI.
It is.
We're not AI. And we're like, let me just try to control. Let me be a helicopter parent or a helicopter career person. And this invisible energy in the universe is like, all right, you go to that. Let's see how that works out for you.
Your quote from the article you wrote is just, it ties in so well that we start off as embryos, I think you said, right? Like in the womb or whatever. Yeah. And then we go, and while these transitions in life happen, whether we like it or not, they just happen, through nature, and time, right? The passage of time, we just develop and we grow as individuals. And I think that's powerful if you really sit back and sit with that. Life is going to happen regardless. You could resist it, and it goes back to the going against the tide, right? The current. You could resist life, but it's going to happen regardless.
It's going to happen anyway. Amazing. Yeah. Well, George, before you go, I want to make sure you plug every place we can find you again. And this is going to be in the description as well. But yeah, we make sure we can find Tough Guy. What are the links to all your socials?
Okay. I'm on all my socials. It's just George Moreno, F4E. Figure 4 Entertainment's my company. So F4E is the acronym. So it's just George Moreno, F4E. And that's Facebook. All the socials, Facebook, Instagram. Okay. And then I have a YouTube channel, but it's at George Moreno, just at George Moreno, but I haven't uploaded anything to it, but maybe down the road I will. So
get to it.
We'd love to have you back on again.
Yeah. By the way, you were the first male guest. First male guest, George.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
All the guys are afraid to come and join us.
Yeah, they really are. You set the bar high.
Yeah.
But I was brought up by strong women. I was brought very close to my grandma on my dad's side. So his mother, the mother on my mom's mother, and my mother, they're all very strong women. So I definitely respect the hell out of a strong woman because I was brought up by 3, and they were very influential in my life. So anytime I could help push, female content or anything that you guys are doing, I'm here for it.
That's a wrap. Remember, when everything's going wrong, it just means you're crafting a great story. Stay tuned for more episodes where we turn life's lemons into laughable tales. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep finding the best in the worst, because life's too ridiculous not to laugh at it.